Hey, it's Drewz Viewz back for another edition of Friday Flicks, reacting to a Netflix program on Friday, continuing my series right now on Everything Sucks, exclamation point. I always say the exclamation point. I guess I could scream it, everything sucks? I like saying the exclamation. But anyway, up to episode 7, which apparently is called Cheesecake to a Fat Man, so I don't know what that could be. I mean, typically sayings like that are like a beer to an alcoholic man, like that's right now. But it's meaning that it's something that's too much of a temptation. So I don't know how that's gonna fit in, but last episode, the big storyline was Luke and Kate. Luke made a nice romantic gesture, taking Kate to her favorite band, but then she saw something that caused her to break up with him. What that was seeing some lesbians at the concert, like making out or whatever, realizing that she should be who she is, and there's a life for her after this. She's not always going to be seen as a freak like she has been her whole life, even though, you know, being gay aside or whatever, just she'd always been made fun of for other stuff and whatever, and she doesn't have a mom and all this. So she unloaded it on him. Some of the stuff she said to him I thought was a little unfair, but at the same time, it is a fake relationship, and Luke clearly got in too deep on this one, and he shouldn't have done the whole romantic gesture, even though it was something that a real boyfriend would do and would be a good move, but they don't have the real relationship. So, on the other hand, his mom and her dad, their relationship is heating up. They did some irresponsible stuff at the school, getting some kids weed confiscated, smoking it, going in the pool, doing all this stuff. Seemed like they were really about to hook up, then he had to get called away. You know, he got cock-blocked on the page from Kate to get picked up. They were filming the movie at the beginning last episode, painted in blue paint. I think we'll probably see more of that this time. But I think it's going to be awkward between Luke and Kate now, or maybe Kate won't even show up to the movie filming or something because of what happened. And it was also, there was friction between Oliver and Emaline too, because she thinks he's gonna leave him to go to New York or whatnot after high school, and but she was really using that for her performance, and not enough of them last time. My two favorite characters, I want to see more of them this time. I did like how, even in the last 2 episodes, really, the annoying friends of Luke have been sidelined a little bit. They'll probably get more to do eventually here, but they annoy me, so I didn't mind that, but maybe it'll get better. Who knows? Let's go ahead to episode 7, Cheesecake to a Fat Man. Looks like they're back for the movie here.
Victorious!
Looks like some green screen malfunctions here. Blue screen.
Is that the blue screen combined with the blue on your faces makes your heads disappear. Fix it! Wow! I hadn't thought of that. Now that is a brilliant idea. No shit, fix it.
Looks like Luke is getting pissed at it. He's turning into an angry director. No, she's still working on it. Keeping it professional.
Unless you convince Messner to fund a field trip, which you can't.
Dude, I left my baggage at the door. You need to do the same. You need to chill.
I need to chill? Okay, I'll chill and I'll let you look like a complete ass in a completely shitty movie.
Well, in case you forgot, you're the director.
Green makeup against the blue screen. That would work.
Would it? Yeah, of course. That would work.
It's being smart for once.
All the other scenes we already shot, huh? Where the aliens have blue faces! That's a wrap. I'll figure this whole thing out on my own, like I do everything else.
Well, it looks really being a dick.
Stupid Saturday.
This is all your fault.
I do kind of like the relationship him and the friend have now. Oh, net brows.
I mean, something's wrong. Have you
Is
ever
that a real
seen rage
thing?
like that?
I guess.
Net skate.
You guys wouldn't happen to know where I could score some drugs, would you?
Drugs?
Yeah,
Really gonna ask these guys?
Being us, you must already be high.
I told you.
Good point.
They're dweebs.
Ken's jamming out. No common ground to stop on. Is it stop on or stop? It's walk on. He's in love. Ryder strong. JTT, the puppy. Is she gonna take these down and start putting up some pictures of women? I think so. Or just take them down at least. Oh, she felt kind of bad about taking JTT down. I'm old enough to remember that noise.
It's just the net, no big deal.
Are they looking up how to get drugs online?
For it. Oh, and there.
I guess they are.
The net.
Huffing paint.
Cough medicine? Rubber cement?
You could die from that.
Nutmeg.
Nutmeg, that shit you put in eggnog?
In Quaid.
Users who
Oh, yeah,
ingest
this
an
dude
approximate
can't
dose of at
fucking
least
read.
37 tablespoons may experience hallucinogenic effects.
These kids are gonna trip out on nutmeg right now. Just trying to pierce something with a pen, like an idiot.
God, sweetie, what happened?
Dad, I'm okay. I'm sorry.
That was
Screamed, you're bleeding. What happened?
I tried to pierce my nose.
Excuse me?
what the hell?
My nose. I tried to pierce it.
Why?
That was not very bright.
Is it horrible?
You gotta go to the mall and get that done.
Pierce it with
Safety.
a safety pit that could get infected. Kate, where's JTT?
What is nutmeg anyway?
No one knows. Yeah, every journey needs a Sherpa. Your loss.
McQuaid, you pussy, is that his name?
Let's get enlightened.
I wonder if she's gonna tell her dad. It's like this. Some things in the show have been moving along faster than I would have thought.
Me? I'm not the one who just mutilated myself for fun.
I feel like he would be ultimately supportive type of guy, but
I'm always
it might
happy.
take him a little
Seem happy for real.
bit to understand. Well, it's equally awkward that he's dating her boyfriend's or whatever it is mom.
I met someone.
Like a girl, someone?
Yeah.
Who is she?
Oh, no, that I cannot tell you.
What? Why not?
I can't. Out of respect for her, she would prefer that we not talk about it with anyone. So,
I think most women wouldn't be like that with
I'll
him,
tell
to be
you.
fair.
as soon as she gives me the okay.
I don't get it though. I mean, if you like each other, why won't she let you talk about it? I have to wear this? Dad!
Just until it scabs. I mean,
Well,
it
you
shouldn't
shouldn't have
take
stuck a
too
pin
long
in
at
your
all.
nose, dummy.
We could try putting a jewel in it now.
Really?
I guess. Oh!
Go window seat there in her room. That's pretty cool. I don't think the number
As I suspected, you've all been boned by the World Wide Web. Why would someone put that on the net if it wasn't true?
We should just eat more.
Yeah.
You happy?
It's great.
I don't know where they got.
Think Luke's
got
gonna
the
like it?
jewel from.
You guys still having a good time?
I guess.
If you need anything, I'm always here, sweetie.
Thanks, Dad.
And you feel it? Oh, the good gracious glory of an ever-expanding
Probably
mind.
the type of thing where they just it's
I don't feel
psychosomatic. They
squat.
just think they're high.
Maybe next time you should try cinnamon.
Cumin.
Oregano.
Grody.
You know what I like?
Grody. I don't think that was a 90s thing.
Monologues are to an actor what cheesecake is to a fat man. They are delicious, they are nutritious, and they are absolutely necessary.
I don't think cheesecake is nutritious to you, fat man.
Oh, I ate cheesecake to a fat guy.
Oh, yes, exactly, you get it. You know me so well. It's like you're in my head. Like a tick.
His fun is more important than my fun. You have to be selfless when you're in a mature relationship like ours.
Right.
How come we never smile?
I smile.
Okay, wait, that
That's
is not,
scary.
no, that is not a smile. That is a creep face.
Alas, my suffer from creep face.
Such a weird freshman, McQuaid.
That was the only funny thing he's ever said.
Hello? Pinecone and Company? Mr. McQuaid. He's right here. It's for you. Was that funny?
I thought it was pretty funny, Emaline.
We got a problem.
Oh boy.
I don't need you.
Hey, come down.
I am cheesecake to a fat man. I can be lofty without being aloft.
Just be careful.
I am the nutmeg king. I can
How do you even get up there?
anything.
Oliver, come down.
Okay. Oh God, I can't get down.
Now he's gonna laugh.
I want my mom. Stop laughing.
You deserve this one, Oliver.
Yeah, I have an emergency. He can put you in nuts. It worked.
Oh, that's where they want to film, California. Oh, she's gonna get the permission.
Dad.
How is this guy the bad guy? This guy is doing his job. This guy is protecting the environment, while the Ghostbusters, they run around and they blow up ballrooms.
I feel like this is some modern take I've seen on Ghostbusters.
We're probably the bad guy in someone else's.
I know you probably hate me.
Oh, I don't hate you. I'm sorry. If I was mean to you, that was messed up.
Thanks. I'm sorry too. I have awesome news. I spoke to my dad, and he is going to give AV Club the funds for a trip to Dominguez Rocks. Good to go.
Wait, really?
Yeah,
Why did you do that for me?
because you're my friend.
McQuaid's gonna be in love with Emaline.
Hello, Pinecone and Company. This is Mr. McQuaid. Oh, hey, Emaline. Yeah, I like you too.
Well, it's hardly surprising. Alright. So, that was episode 7, Cheesecake to a Fat Man. They said it quite a lot. Not surprising, as Oliver brought that up. It's very pretentious, but I still like him. He's funny as a character. Him and Emaline. And the two annoying friends, you know what? Give them some credit this episode. They weren't as annoying. I had said a couple episodes ago when, not McQuaid, but the other one, the illiterate-ish one, blanking on his name, but when him and Oliver had some scenes together, that made him more palatable for me than with McQuaid and Emaline in this one. Obviously, they're setting up a story that he's going to fall for her or whatever, but made him better too for me. So in general, I've been saying it every time, but the show is getting better for me every episode. Most of the criticisms I had of the first, especially the first episode, even to the second, third, aren't as much there anymore with the shoehorned in references and some of the annoying humor. Like how they apologize to each other. I do feel like Kate had a little more to apologize to Luke for how she kind of treated him in the last one. But, I mean, him too. I mean, he did obviously know that it wasn't a real relationship, so it's not like a complete surprise that she'd get upset about something like that. But I like that they seem to reconcile at the end there. It's more mature. I mean, I still do think he's likes her, is falling for her, fell for her, what have you. So it's still going to be an issue for them to be friends probably, but we'll see. And that's why I thought she was unfair last time too, because and this episode confirmed it for me. Not saying she's unfair, that like I understand her feelings, and again, being a teenager and stuff, things seem your hormones out of balance, whatever, your emotions. I don't even fault her really for getting upset at him last time, but what she said when she said that he just was in love with the idea of her or having a girlfriend, that's the main thing I thought wasn't true. And maybe she does think that, and that's fine, but this episode again confirmed that I think he really does like her for her, or like he really isn't in love with her specifically, not the idea of just having a girlfriend in general, because he was acting like a real dick and everything to everyone at the beginning. Kind of a director trope anyway, but his actions, I mean, seem to me to indicate that what I already thought, that he really does like her. And Ken, he's having a good time. Like Luke's mom wasn't even in this one, but he's, I guess she told him not to, I mean, it makes sense that she would say not to say anything about it because of Luke right now, but obviously eventually they'll have to be open about their relationship if it continues. But he is a good dad. I think it seems that way. And I was wondering for a second if Kate was even gonna tell him about how she feels about herself, or what, that, you know, she has feelings for women or whatever. But I guess it makes sense that she didn't so far. The only reason I kind of thought is because they had been moving some of these storylines pretty quick. Like, she told Luke and everything. And he did note that she took the posters down or whatever. I still don't think I'll completely make the connection yet, but I wonder by the end of the season, I think there's 3 episodes left, if that'll come up or not. And yeah, she pierced her, gave herself a self-piercing. That seemed really dumb to me, but I guess something a kid would do. And he was, yeah, Dad was understanding about that too, so he's doing a good job there, and he's in a happy place right now. And then we saw more of Luke's dad through the TV there, through the videos. I guess he was just gonna keep watching those. And yeah, his Ghostbusters take there, I feel like that's something the writers pulled from a more modern thought. I have seen like that the thing about the EPA guy in Ghostbusters before, brought up online or whatever, like in more recent years, that he's really not the bad guy, or he's set up as the villain when he's trying to do the right thing. So I feel like they pulled that from a more modern take. Sure, a guy in the 90s could, I mean, if it's an 80s movie, a guy in the 90s could have had those thoughts, but that was the one thing in the episode that pulled me out just a little bit. With the whole drug nutmeg thing, let me look that up right now. I feel like, because also Emaline said she didn't feel anything when Oliver was. I feel like he was definitely, it's the type of thing like someone, you think you're high, so, or you think you took drugs when it's not real. It's a, what is the word? It's a placebo, but you really think that you are high, so you act that way. I think that's what was going on with Oliver there, but let me just see, like Snopes or something. It's gonna be like, nutmeg is not real, can't really get you high. It's a hoax. But maybe I'm wrong, let's see. Oh, I typed in, can you get high on Google, and what comes up, it automatically goes to off nutmeg, so. Apparently people are typing that. Nutmeg can intoxicate. Yes, you might be able to get high off nutmeg, but nutmeg intoxication is dangerous. If you are seeking the euphoric and hallucinogenic properties of nutmeg, you are warned to do so at the risk of your mental health and even your life. Wow. So, I guess I'm wrong. It's not a hoax or whatever. Maybe he really was getting high. I don't know. The way they portray it, though, I feel like it still could be the thing that I thought, that the psychosomatic thing. But, yeah, all right. I guess it is real. So the web, the World Wide Web back in 1996, didn't steer them wrong. Yep, so that's going to do it for Drewz Views this time. Everything Sucks. I'll be back next time for Everything Sucks, ! Episode 8. And until then, I'm out of here. Peace.
Follow me, my loyal aide de camp.